Hi guys. For those that don't know me, I'm Abigail. For those that do, welcome back. Okay, so one of the reasons that my postings aren't regular is I don't sit and ponder what content to bring to people. What I do is I wait until I've had a few topics raised with me. If they're subjects I know about, I'll do a video. If they're not, I'll go and do some research. So, three things that's been raised with me recently, which I'll do as three different videos. But one is past lives, one's meditation, but one I'm addressing today is speaking to spirits. How do you connect with your spirits or your guides? One of the things that we don't often do is learn to listen. Okay? So it's not that your guides aren't with you or spirits aren't with you. Um, it's it's a learned skill to be able to learn to listen, and often we need to learn to understand silence. We live in a society. You go to a shopping centre. There's white noise. There's music playing. There's things moving. Um, at home, people have their tellies going on in the background, and with all this noise that's just constantly overstimulating your brain. And so it's really hard to distinguish what's your own thought process and what you're being told when there's so much white noise. So the first thing I would suggest to people that are looking to tune into their guide or tune into spirits on the other side is learn silence. Find somewhere, whether it's down by the river, in your garden, where you can't hear your kids, you can't hear the telly, you're just hearing ducks or birds or the rustling, and allow time. Okay? It's not like a conversation where, hi, how are you? I'm good, thank you, how are you? Okay? So you say, are you with me? Then you wait and you listen. But spirits speak a lot of different languages. It may not be audible that you'll get. You may just feel this warmth envelop you, or you may smell their perfume. Um, a certain type of flower that's out of season may flower, which is a sign. And everybody's signs, which is a form of speech, it's a form of communication, will be different. It could be something as simple as receipts falling out of bags, or dragonflies out of season. Willy wagtails are a really popular one. So it depends on you for your advancement and development. By embracing silence, you understand the difference between your own thought process and what someone is telling you. So often we will ask for signs and then a week later ask for signs. Remember that a spirit has got about as much patience as you. How many times will you tolerate, are we there yet? Before you get mad and you shut them off and you're not going to listen to that kid in the backseat that has said, are you there yet? 365 times. The same applies to spirits. If we want to have a conversation with them, they don't want the same conversation time and time and time and time again. Okay? So we've got to be a little bit careful that we're not repeating ourselves. This is really common when you get into pendulum work and things like and readings where we repeatedly ask the same question. When we repeatedly ask the same question to a guide or a loved one, they'll get bored and they will wander off. Okay? So we often see with our peripheral vision. One of the things I have discovered recently, which I was not aware of until a recent group that I ran, was that we could actually capture some of the essences that we were bringing through video chat. And that was really interesting to see the light change, the energy change. And though you still had to use intuition to be able to talk to them, and you needed your intuition to be able to understand what they were trying, it was nice to have that physical confirmation that it wasn't imagination. So if it's a loved one that you're trying to talk to, remember to give them time to answer. Give them time to turn up. If you see that shadow going past, but you can't see full on, that's when to talk to them. As long as you can listen. And often I find that spirits like the kitchen, it's the centre of the home. So when you try to talk to them, it's like actually you're dishing up dinner or you're cooking. So you're not actually listening to any response that's coming through. Using music is great for meditation, but some spirits are very, very softly spoken, and music could drown out their voices. So it's not something I personally would recommend. I would say go find a garden to sit in, go sit down by the river, and just start to understand you talking to you, you're conscious, you're being aware of yourself. And then when it's different, you know it's from someone different. Okay? I hope that makes sense. I will, a lot of the psychic world is very cyclic. So things can become fads and become into fashion and then fall out of fashion, and then next thing you know it's a big thing again. We have to remember that sometimes we're trying to blend European culture with Middle Eastern culture, Far Eastern culture, and they don't always blend well as philosophies. And so do some research, do some reading. What's your genetic background? What resonates with you for a way to be able to effectively communicate with people on the other side? Maybe you need to go to a church or a temple or a synagogue for you to for your brain space to allow them to speak to you. It may well be that you just need to find a quiet place. Okay? So I will be addressing past lives in the next video and meditation. So I'll go over the theory of meditation and how it's different to relaxation and different to astral travel. And then, because I've been requested, I will do a quite a short 15-minute guided meditation that people can use. Okay, thank you very much for your time, and I will be back soon because I want to address all the questions that's been raised with me, and thank you. Bye guys.